This meeting is being recorded.
Hi, everybody. My name is Angela Pattison. I'm super excited to share about these amazing products with Plexus Worldwide tonight. And I have several friends on that are going to be sharing their personal journey and testimonies with you. So, whether you're watching it now or on the replay, you're going to really enjoy hearing their stories and knowing that there's so much hope with what these products can help with. And I'm so excited to be sharing, and Deborah's going to be sharing more too about how the products work and what they do. So I'm going to go ahead first and ask my friend Kiera, can you unmute yourself, and then you can go ahead and get us started. I want to hear what these products have done for you, how long have you been doing it? What has this done for how has it helped you? And tell us everything that's going on.
Well, I'm so excited. So my name is Kiera. I've been taking these products for 2 months to treat my Crohn's disease. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease my junior year of high school, which, for those who don't know, it's basically just chronic inflammation in the gut. And so being in high school, I didn't want anything to do with lifelong disease. So I really was just loaded up on drugs and all these meds. And I had every symptom in the book: cramps, pain, fatigue, bloating, just diarrhea constantly, just no way to live, especially being like 16, 17. And so all of these symptoms, and then the drugs that I was taking, which I were told were going to help me and heal me, really only improved, or not improved, radically made my symptoms worse. And so after taking these for probably about a year, I think in 2020, I just weaned myself off of them because I could tell that my body was rejecting them. I could tell that it was making them worse, my symptoms worse. And so then I was kind of just living with it. I just treated it as normal to feel tired all the time, to not be able to eat anything. Like, that was just the life that I felt like I had to settle for because there was no solution. And all my doctors were, telling me, like, you're going to be dealing with this for the rest of your life. And so it was just a really hopeless, because it's like I'm jumping into college being told that I'm awful forever. And so this past summer, going into my first semester this year, I was probably the sickest I've ever been, but I really didn't tell anybody because I just felt like this is what I had to settle for, and this was as good as it was going to get. And so I kind of just like secretly was just sick, couldn't really eat anything, constantly running to the bathroom, was taking naps like 2-3 times a day just to get through, and working at a summer camp and then jumping into full-time school. It was just so hard to balance. And I felt like I couldn't serve as effectively as I wanted to because my body just physically couldn't. And so I was just so sick, and I was desperate to try anything because leading up to this point, no diet change really had helped. No medicines had helped. And so I was just in this place of like, I'll do anything just to be able to not have to take 2 naps a day or skip meals so that I can hang out with friends. Like, I was just done living like that. And so my friend Madison had been posting about these things, and it was kind of crazy because my like purpose statement for the school year and just this year in general was just about living an abundant life and kind of just really just letting the Lord teach me like what that looks like. And for a while I had separated my physical health from my spiritual health, but seeing Madison post these and have them be so intertwined, I was just super interested. And so I went ahead and got started. And if you would have told me when I first started that I would have been sharing a testimony now, I would not have believed you, because I definitely was like, yeah, nope, I've tried everything and this is just going to be one of those things. But within like a week, I didn't even know what brain fog was. And then all of a sudden I could think, and I was like, am I making this up? Like, there's no way I feel this good already. And then like slowly, like, I haven't taken a nap in who knows how long, like pretty much since starting. I've gotten my energy back. I'm able to eat and to just be able to serve so much because I have my life back essentially. My bloating has gone almost completely away. I'm able to just function again, honestly. And so these products have just radically changed my life. And it's such a blessing because now I get to help other people that are struggling so much, because like me, like I kept it a secret that I was struggling for so long because it was such an insecurity. And I know that there's so many people in that same boat where it's just embarrassing and hard. And you're just kind of in this spot where you think that is how life is just going to have to be, but it's not. And so it's so cool to be able to share this just like message of hope and to give that hope and instill that hope in other people. And so it's just been so cool to see how the Lord has taken like this massive insecurity and just turn it into a platform that glorifies him, because only he could have brought these into my life. And so yeah, it's been so sweet to just be in this community where we're all sharing these struggles, but also all working towards renewing and restoring them. So definitely a huge answer to prayer.
I love that. You're going to make me cry. That was so powerful. It's so awesome. And you have such a beautiful heart. I don't know you that well, but I can tell that just from hearing you share. So thank you so much for getting on here, being so brave, sharing your story and impacting lives around you. And I'm going to now ask Greta, would you share your story and unmute yourself? Can you see where to do that? And then you can go ahead and, okay. Awesome.
Yes, I'm like Kiara. It is so hard to do this testimony without crying, because it's hard to believe that we have something that really works. I started about 2.5 months ago also. I had gone on a trip with our family, and it felt like my bones were going through the bottom of my feet. I had gained so much weight. My BMI I was obese, believe it or not, just 2.5 months ago. I know people are like, no, you weren't, but you can't argue with the numbers. So I started on Triplexes, Slim, Probio 5 and BioCleanse, and XFactor Plus, because I knew I had some vitamin deficiencies. I noticed within a week a difference, like my energy, like I was in the car and I was worshiping God and I was like so happy and laughing, and I could tell a big difference. I am off of 14 prescription pills a day since around Christmas time. I know, it's so exciting. I'm off migraine medicines. I've had migraines for like 30 years, like the kind where you throw up for a couple days. Like it was bad. I think that the BioCleanse has a lot to do with that, because it has a lot of magnesium in it. That's just how I feel. And I'm getting the vitamins I'm supposed to be getting in nutrition. No more acid reflux. I don't take acid reflux medicine anymore, which is really hard for me to believe. And like I eat oranges and stuff now, no problem, because I'm on these products. No more insomnia. I don't take any more insomnia medicine. Nothing at all. My body's creating serotonin and melatonin on its own. I was on fibromyalgia medicine also for pain, and no more of that. And 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with autoimmune hepatitis, and I'm claiming that I don't have that anymore. Like I don't take any of the medicine. My doctor said it's okay. My numbers are okay. And I believe that's from inflammation, and all this triplexes and everything. It treats that. So I'm claiming that I don't have that anymore. I just feel like this is the answer, guys. I really do. I feel so good. I just can't believe I feel this good. So that's my testimony. I don't know. I want other people to feel like this. I really do. So.
I love that, Greta. And I know you have such a heart to help people, and that is that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
So Melissa, are you ready, and can you unmute yourself? I want to hear from you.
Yep, I'm here. Hi, everybody. I am Melissa Savage. I am a gold ambassador with Plexus. I've been on the products for a little over 3 months now, but my story starts back about 10 years ago. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, fibromyalgia, to the point where my rheumatoid arthritis was so bad, the doctor told me, we can't even just give you pills. We have to go right to these injections that you have to do twice a week. So we started out with those. And as the years went on, muscle pain, joint pain, just pain everywhere, increased my medications like constantly. So at the last point, I was on 20 prescription medications. I had developed migraines in the meantime, so I was on shots and things for migraines. I can't even tell you what it's like waking up every day in pain and just never knowing like what your day is going to be like. I mean, there were days where I would just have to be on the couch and couldn't do a thing. And I mean, at that point, I mean, this was not that long ago. I said to my husband, I'm like, 3 years ago, I lost my job. I wasn't able to do my dental assisting anymore, which I had done for 30 years. Absolutely loved it. And so I was, out of work. I applied for disability and, denied first time, denied the second time, third time I had to go in front of a judge. This all took a period of 3 years with my husband just having to work extra hard to provide for our family because I was not making an income. And that just tore my core right out of me. And, I just felt like, what is my purpose now? I can't work. I'm not making money for the family. My kids are all off, off to college. And now my son, is moved down there with y'all. And I just felt like I had no purpose. And Madison said to me one day, girl, she says, maybe you have to look at this, that God does not want you seeing yourself disabled. He has something better for you. And I was like blown away when she told me that. And I said, well, yeah, maybe you're right. And then the last time we were down in Virginia, she introduced me to the Triplex, to the Plexus products. And I started with Triplex right away. And I'm telling you, in the first week, I had energy. I had no brain fog. I had no more trouble concentrating. And now it's been a little over 2 months, probably almost 3 months. And I am in less pain. I wake up every day. I feel so much better, less inflammation. I sleep better. My bowels are normal. I feel less irritable. I'm just in a better mood. And all around, like every bit of this has like totally changed my life. Not to mention, I lost 15 pounds. So that's a plus on top of it. And I just cannot say enough about these products. I mean, for where I was in my life, where I didn't think that there was anything left for me. I mean, God just abundantly blessed me. And with these products, helping me feel better. And this has just helped us financially also, which is a true blessing in itself. And I finally feel like I have purpose again. And I mean, my heart anyway is I just love loving on people. And this just gives me the chance to love on people, to help them feel their very best too. And that's all I want in this world for anybody, besides the Lord. is to feel your absolute best, because I know what it is like to feel horrible. And these products have just absolutely changed my life. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing and being so vulnerable and real with all of us. I'm sure there's many that can relate. I really appreciate you. And I want to tell you that we value you and you're such a great part of this team. We love you so much.
Yes.
And I'm going to have Deborah now share. So hopefully y'all can see. I'm going to tilt it a little bit here. She's going to be sharing. You've been hearing about the Triplex, and so she's going to be telling us a little bit more about that.
All right. Well, ladies, thank you for sharing your testimony. It is always so good to hear how these products are changing our lives. And my name is Deborah Smith. I am a gold ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I'm so excited to share about the Triplex. First, I do want to share something real quick. It's a little bit just of information about our gut. So 70% of our immune system is housed in our gut. So with everything that's going around right now, it is so important that we have a healthy gut. We need our immune system to be strong. 90% of our serotonin is housed there, and I think it's 80% of our melatonin. So the connection with mental health and gut health, it is scientifically studied that there is a direct connection with mental health and our gut health. So with that being said, I'm going to share a little bit about gut health. If you see me looking off to the side, I'm just looking at my notes. So we are all born with a little bit of yeast. And all scientists can figure out is that it's there to decompose our bodies when we die. Yuck, but it's important. So we normally have 20% bad bacteria and 80% good. And what happens is because of environmental toxins, antibiotics, the bad food we eat, that kind of thing, it causes it to flip to 80% bad and 20% good. And so what ends up happening is we get these tiny little holes that are poked into the lining of our intestines, and that causes what y'all know to be leaky gut. Mm-hmm. And so our bodies are decomposing early. So not to worry, because Plexus has an amazing product. It's plant-based. It's called the Triplex. And they have designed it to synergistically work together. So it does three main things. It fights inflammation, and we've been hearing about that in these testimonies. It balances blood sugar, and it heals our gut. And when those three things are working together, then it gives our body the power to fight off autoimmune issues, diabetes, migraines, all of these things, fibromyalgia, and that's what our body really needs. So I want to start with the ProBio 5. I love this product. It has, the first thing about it is that it's freeze dried, and I love that. So it makes it all the way down to the colon. That is the hardest place to get. If you have probiotics that you're putting in the refrigerator, think about that, guys. When you ingest that, it's hitting the heat of your body and it's going to die. The next thing I love about this is that it has digestive enzymes that actually crack the shell of the yeast. So yeast has a shell much like a cockroach, and it has to be cracked in order to be killed. And most probiotics do not have this enzyme in it. So you can just throw those probiotics in your body all you want, but it's not going to work. It's kind of like, I'm a farmer, so I do sow seed in my field, good grass seed, and I'm not going to do that in a field of weeds, because what's going to happen? Nothing. It's not going to grow. I have to pull out those weeds first and then seed in the good. And that's what this is doing. It's pulling out the bad and seeding the good. And the third thing I love about our ProBio 5 is that it is an antifungal. It has an antifungal in it. And that has been so amazing for me personally, because for over 7 years, I have dealt with a fungal issue with my toenails. And I just never worried about it. And then I tried, well, it got kind of to the point where I wanted to do something about it. I tried different things. It didn't work. I didn't want to do chemical medicines. But once I started the ProBio 5, within like 2 months, it was gone. After 7 years of dealing with this, it was gone. So I absolutely love this. I feel like our ProBio 5, hands down, is the best probiotic on the market. And we couple that with a BioCleanse. And don't let that scare you. This is not like a colon cleanse. So this cleanses on a cellular level. So it's going to go in there and it's going to cleanse all the fungi. It's going to cleanse the toxins, the bad bacteria, and flush that out. So what this is this is a magnesium supplement. And guys, 90% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. And magnesium is necessary for over 300 chemical processes in our body. That's huge. So when we're deficient in magnesium, we're in trouble. Like, we need this. So what does this do? Well, one thing it does is it oxygenates our blood. And what we do know is viruses can't live in oxygenated blood. So that's huge, especially again, with all of the stuff going around. We want to have this. Doctors can tell the difference between oxygenated blood and blood that is not oxygenated. It's visible. The color is different. It also helps regulate our GI system. So it's helping us go to the bathroom regularly. Do you know that most Americans have 12 to 15 pounds of toxic waste in your system? We definitely want to get that out, guys. We do not want that in our bodies. So this is the dynamic duo. They work together and they're so important. The last thing is our Slim. You may have heard us talk about our pink drink. We all love our pink drink. Well, it comes in 2 different kinds. This one is the microbiome activating. So it has prebiotics in it that are going to feed the probiotics. It comes in a little stick pack. You just open it up, put it in your water bottle, shake it, and you're on your way. We also have the other one. It is hunger control. It's got extra fiber in it. It's so good. So this one tastes like watermelon, and the hunger control tastes kind of like a lemon lime. They're so, so good. I love them both. So what do they do? Well, they help to balance your blood sugar. That's so important. They help to balance your master hormone, which is insulin. And when that is balanced, everything else is balanced. So how does that help us? Well, it helps in the way of sustained energy. So like a lot of what has been said tonight, the ladies have felt more energy. Well, this is what this is. It is a lasting, sustained energy. It helps with brain fog. So it brings clarity to your memory. And I have experienced that myself. It helps with migraines. It helps you get better sleep. I've experienced that. It helps in so many ways. I'm just going to make sure I don't want to leave anything out. So I think I've gotten just about, oh, and it does curb cravings. So that was huge for me. I love chocolate chip cookies. And when I started on the Slim, it was amazing. It was like I could make them and not even need to eat them. And so for those of us that are trying to lose weight, it's really helpful to have that. And I have lost 15 pounds, which is amazing. I feel so much better. So just to wrap this part up, this is the Triplex. And the importance of it is that it fights inflammation, it balances your blood sugar, and it heals your gut. And when we have those 3 things going, that gives our body the power to fight off autoimmune issues. It gives us power to fight sickness from our body. And so it is really important. So guys, thank you. I appreciate your time, and I'm gonna send it back over to Angela.
Thank you, Deborah. That was an awesome job. So yes, the Triplex is my favorite. That's what I started on. And for the sake of time, I don't want to keep this going too much longer, y'all. But I will say I related to several things that many that already shared. Kiera talked about silently suffering. So many people have been silently suffering. I was one of those people with digestive issues, yeast overgrowth, candida, things like that. I didn't want to talk about it. And that was something that struggled with pain I started having. I hit a wall last January. And basically when I started this, it was because of hitting a wall and feeling like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I can't think anymore. My brain fog is crazy. The pain in inflammation was crazy, and just a lot of things were amplified. And so I jumped in just for the products. And I'm going to highlight 2 more things, by the way, but I want to just tell you this really quickly. So I jumped in just to feel better, just like Hero was talking about, just like Greta and them. I just wanted to feel better. And I didn't know how well it would work. I started with the Triplex, and fast forward 3 weeks in, I was noticing the brain fog gone. That was also my first thing that I noticed. I was noticing just my mood and feeling like my blood sugars were balanced and stable, which they had not been. I was drinking Pedialyte all the time. If anybody else has been through hypoglycemic type issues, it's awful. I felt like I had a panic attack because I felt like I couldn't breathe and my heart was racing. And anyway, fast forward to the 2nd month in, I added the E's, and I'm going to tell you why this helped. The E's has got serapeptase in it, bromelain, turmeric, and New Zealand lipped mussel. This is amazing, as long as there's no shellfish allergy, but this is so amazing and natural. I know, Greta, you used this earlier in a video. You talked about instead of Advil, you now take this, and it's natural. There's no side effects. That's the thing about this that's amazing. It beats out, in all clinical studies, they've proven that it beats out other NSAIDs and anti-inflammatory medications that are out there, and those have side effects. But this does not. So I added this in, y'all, and it has been amazing game changer for me. If you struggle with pain, discomfort, joint issues, inflammation, any autoimmune issue, that means your body's holding on to stuff and not letting it process right, and it ends up getting in your joints. That's what causes the inflammation with the pain and the stuff like that that gets worse, which I can identify with. It ends up, for some people, it'll look different how it comes across in your body with what's going on. Some people get eczema and rashes and psoriasis and outbreaks. And I mean, there's all different, arthritis. But anyway, this is huge for helping with that pain and inflammation, and game changer. So I had that, I'd added in, and then later started on the XFactor. Some people like to jump in right away with it. And if you're able to, this is an amazing multivitamin. And I'm going to read a couple notes about it because I don't want to miss anything. Because the thing about this XFactor vitamin is that there's 19 essential minerals and vitamins, but it's aloe-based. It's very gentle on your stomach. It's maximum absorption. So where you're on another multivitamin, for example, a lot of times you're not getting anything from it, especially if you have what 60% of the population has, MTHFR. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's a gene mutation. A lot of people are deficient and they're not absorbing things. This is going to help because it's chelated, it's bioavailable, it's methylated, and it's actually going to cause your body to absorb 300 times more nutrients from your food, from these supplements, and so forth. And that is what's amazing about it. And it's awesome for menopause and premenopause and all of that too. And Deborah can attest to that because she had night sweats and now doesn't anymore. There is so many testimonies of how this balances hormones out and helps with those things. It has, I mean, there's a lot of more details about it. For the sake of time, I'm trying to kind of speed through for y'all. But this helps with energy also, and just feeling and being healthier. So this is the thing. Our body was designed by the Lord to heal itself. I believe God designed us this way so that we could be able, our immune system was designed wonderfully to fight against sickness and disease and things like that, right? God designed our body so wonderfully to be able to heal itself from things as well when we put the right nutrients in our body. The problem is that now our food is not as good as it used to be. The soil is depleted. We have nutritional gaps. I am a health coach. I actually studied and paid a lot of money to learn a lot about different things with nutrition. And there was a few years there that I was like, just eat clean, just eat healthy, just cut out the other stuff. And yes, that's part of it, but you have nutritional gaps. So that's why we need to supplement. And our supplements are amazing. They really do get to root issues. This is not a quick overnight fix, okay? It gets to root issues. But like you can hear in some of the testimonies, there are some people that have amazing things happening in their first month, but it's going to continue to get better. And I want to leave y'all with this. Every 90 days, your cells regenerate. And as you're putting the right stuff in your body, I'm telling you, your health is only going to keep getting better and better and better. But when you're looking at natural healing, it is a little bit different. Everyone's different, the way that their body adjusts to things. And I do want to tell you this as well. We do have weight loss. We have shakes. We have a kids line. We have amazing collagen and skincare, which we'll have to do a whole nother Zoom on, because it is amazing. But anyway, we don't have time to go into all of that right now. But this is the beginning of health and wellness. For many that were on here, they're only going to continue to see more victories. And I'm excited for whoever got on here. Reach out to the person that invited you on here, or you're watching this on the video. Reach out to whoever invited you to watch this video. And we want to share more with you. We want to see if this is a right fit for you. And y'all, let me just leave you with this. When I started, I said, okay, I just want to feel better. But like some of the others were talking about, I couldn't just sit around and not tell everybody else who's struggling. So many around us are praying for answers like I was. The people, they say, go to bed either worried about finances or they're worried about their health. And we have the answers to both. Only 3% of the population has heard of Plexus. And there's a lot of other companies out there. Okay, I've done some of them, but this company is amazing. The compensation plan compares to none other. We get paid 11 ways, y'all. The whole motto is blessed to be a blessing. Just for bringing hope and transformation to people, the company pays us back. You can earn trips and incentives and bonuses and car. And I'm going to be going to Hawaii. And who wants to come, right? Y'all all can come if you want. There's no ceiling. There's no cap on what you can earn here. Residual income. It's available to you. You can have your products covered and never have to pay for them. But how about this? How about financial freedom? Not worrying about paycheck to paycheck living anymore. How about that? And so I want to invite you into that. Get back with whoever showed you this video and ask them if you're at all feeling like, I want something more. I want to be a part of the community. I want to be a part of helping change and transform lives. If you feel like anything in you that wants that, we will show you the comp plan. We will share with you more about this, because it has literally been life-changing for our family. When I started, I didn't know if I was how am I going to pay for this? By the next month, I already had made $1,000 from sharing with a few friends, and then it just took off. Next thing I know, here I am now about to hit 6-figure income and so forth. And it's for helping people. I couldn't have asked for something that I'm passionate about this because I love helping people. This is part of kingdom work, y'all. The body of Christ for too long has been sick and tired and not feeling good. And it's time to change that. So thank you so much for jumping on here. And we appreciate, get back to the person that invited you to this.